pleased to welcome the members of the leadership team from Ohio University to our campus today. First of all, Dr. Roderick McDavis, the president of Ohio University. Dr. Pamela Binoy, the executive vice president and provost. And Dr. Kenneth Johnson, the executive dean of the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine. We're gathered this morning to announce the details of an exciting new partnership between these two great universities. To provide you with the specifics, it is my pleasure to introduce the president of Ohio Dominican University, Dr. Peter Symbolic.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark, and thank you all for joining us this morning on this really historic and special occasion for both of our institutions. I'd like to extend a special welcome this morning to our guests and partners from Ohio University. Welcome. President McDavis, Dr. Binoy, and Dr. Johnson, thank you for being with us today. I also want to thank and acknowledge Dr. Jack Brose, the Vice Provost for Health Affairs at Ohio University and the Dean Emeritus of Heritage College. Jack played a critical role in the development of this program, and if it were not for Jack, this would not have taken place. So Jack, thank you. I'm very proud to tell you about the new partnership between Ohio Dominican University and the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine. The relationship is called the Med School Early Acceptance Program. It will provide outstanding Ohio Dominican students with an assured acceptance directly into the Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine, beginning with freshmen entering ODU in the fall of 2014. Next fall, and each year afterward, Ohio Dominican will accept a select number of truly exceptional high school seniors from the state of Ohio who will be assured of acceptance into the Heritage College as long as they meet and maintain rigorous academic standards of the agreement. The Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine is one of the top osteopathic programs in the country and the only osteopathic medical program in Ohio. Their eagerness to partner with Ohio Dominican University is a testimony to the academic rigor of our undergraduate curriculum, particularly in the sciences, and the excellent faculty who prepare our students for success in and out of the classroom. We are all blessed to have outstanding state-of-the-art facilities such as the Battelle Hall in which we are gathered here today. This innovative partnership will attract some of the very best students from around the state to pursue their studies at ODU while being already accepted directly into the Heritage College. This program will help fill the void of primary care physicians practicing in Ohio. The vast majority of our students are from Ohio, they'll be trained in Ohio, and they'll stay in Ohio and fill that terrible void in primary care practice. Students will have the option of attending ODU for 3 years and then completing their senior requirements during the first year of medical school. Or they can complete their degree in 4 years on our campus before attending medical school at the Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine at either the Athens, the Dublin, or the Cleveland sites. The standards are high. To qualify, students must have a minimum of a high school GPA of 3.5 even to be considered, and receive a score of at least ACT score of 828. And again, that's a floor just to open the application. Once they're accepted at Ohio Dominican, they must maintain a 3.7 overall GPA. Additional eligibility requirements are spelled out in the news release, and all the admission requirements are listed on our website. A high school senior who is ranked at or near the top of his class and is interested in earning early acceptance into one of the nation's top osteopathic medical schools through this program must apply soon. They must be accepted into Ohio Dominican by no later than November 15th of this year in order to be considered for the med school early acceptance program. This is such an exciting opportunity for high-achieving students who want to attend medical school, and it is consistent with our mission as Central Ohio's only Catholic Dominican university to serve students who aspire to use their education and talents to bring healing and comfort to others. So many people have been involved in bringing this program to fruition. In addition to those who I've already introduced, I would like to thank a number of other people. First of all, I'd like to express my deepest appreciation to one of our board members, Dr. Sterling Hedricks, whose vision and encouragement provided the impetus for this partnership. I also want to thank ODU's Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Teresa Halloran, as well as Dr. John Thistlethwaite, the chair of our Department of Natural Sciences, for their leadership in pulling all these parts together. Thank you. I also want to recognize our Director of Undergraduate Admissions, Nicole Evans. Nicole, for her work and the staff in getting everything hammered out in the agreement. And of course, Jack, who I've already mentioned, Dr. Jack Brose, and Dr. John Schreiner. John, where are you? Thank you, John. John and Nicole worked diligently on the documents, and the only thing that ever slowed them up was the lawyers. But I'll leave that to their problem. But anyway, I'd like to also thank Bill Burke and welcome Bill as the Dean of the Heritage College Dublin campus, who is here with us today. And finally, a special thanks to Sharon Zimmerman, the Executive Director of Constituent Relations for Health Affairs at Ohio University, who kept us all on track through the formative stages of this groundbreaking partnership. It wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for Sharon. Sharon, thank you. On behalf of the entire Ohio Dominican community, its board, its faculty, its students, its alumni, and the members of our founding Dominican congregation, allow me to express our deepest appreciation to the leadership from Ohio University and the Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine for selecting ODU for this partnership. Now it is my privilege to introduce the President of Ohio University, Dr. Roderick Davis.
Thank you, Peter. Good morning to everyone. What a wonderful occasion we have gathered for this morning. President Symbolic was very right to thank all of the people that he thanked. I want to add my voice to his in thanking the staff from Ohio University and certainly from Ohio Dominican for the great work that you've done to bring us to this day. And at the outset of my remarks, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the chair of the Board of Trustees at Ohio University, Sandra Anderson, who's right back there. I'd like to acknowledge our chair. The members of our board, our faculty, our staff are just delighted that we have formed this partnership. We are a university that's been all about partnerships. And today, with the announcement of the new early acceptance program between Ohio University's Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine and Ohio Dominican University, yet once more, we show that it is better to work together than alone, especially when it involves young people, especially when it involves students who are striving to become physicians, especially in the area of primary care. So that we're honored to note that the partnership between our two great universities will contribute so much to the health and economic prosperity of citizens in Ohio. Since its founding in 1975, the Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine has dedicated itself to addressing some of the most pressing healthcare needs in the state by recruiting from Ohio and creating opportunities to practice in Ohio, especially as primary care physicians. This new partnership with Ohio Dominican University is a great example of how higher education institutions can work together to achieve those aims. And it also provides a wonderful opportunity are for some of Ohio's finest aspiring physicians. About 2 weeks ago, I welcomed the Heritage College's class of 2017 to Ohio University. Of these students, 93% were recruited from Ohio. We also know that 60% of the Heritage College's alumni practice in Ohio, and more than 50% practice primary care. Truly, we are recruiting from Ohio for Ohio. And this new partnership between Ohio University and Ohio Dominican University will further strengthen this mission. We know it takes a village for a medical school to undergo the kind of transformational growth that we believe will make Ohio a national destination for medical education. And we thank the leaders of Ohio Dominican University for your friendship, your enthusiasm, and your support in making this collaboration possible. We would not be here today if it were not for the vision of President Symbolic and the other leaders of Ohio Dominican University. Together, we will extend our reach to ultimately benefit students and communities throughout all of Ohio, but especially Central Ohio, in ways that were not previously possible. The one thing that I say repeatedly about the Dublin campus is that hundreds of thousands of lives will not only be touched, but saved because of the vision of our Heritage College's leadership in wanting to create this campus. So today is an important day, not just for our two institutions, but for our great state, and most importantly, for the citizens of Central Ohio. Because from this day forward, our focus will be on recruiting the best and brightest to become primary care physicians so that your lives and our lives will be better. Let me now introduce again the Executive Vice President and Provost of Ohio University, Dr. Pamela Binoy.
Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to join you in celebration of this very bold undertaking. I can think of few endeavors in which we have a greater opportunity to positively impact the lives of others than through this partnership. Together, we'll improve access for the next generation of promising students who aspire to be tomorrow's physicians. By choosing the early acceptance program, Ohio Dominican students will become physicians 1 year sooner if they choose the 3-year option that leads directly into Ohio University's 4-year medical school program. Ohio Dominican students will benefit from physician mentoring opportunities throughout their undergraduate experience. Students in this program are going to have clinical experiences with primary care physicians in Central Ohio. They'll see firsthand what it's like to be in medical practice and to care for patients. Ohio University's Heritage College of Medicine is an osteopathic medical school, and our graduates are well prepared to provide the compassionate, patient-centered care that patients want. I'm proud to tell you that we already have proof of success. We've had 6 Ohio Dominican graduates who are now Heritage College students as well. In fact, 3 of those Ohio Dominican alumni graduated this past June from the Heritage College. Ohio Dominican students have what it takes to be successful pre-med students. And as graduates of Ohio University's Heritage College, they will have what it takes to be part of the next generation of America's finest physicians. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to work together to make this partnership a success. It's a success for both of us. And now I have the pleasure to introduce to you Executive Dean Ken Johnson of the Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Thank you. Well, I have to say, what an incredibly exciting time in our history. We're growing from a campus in Athens to one in Dublin and another one in Cleveland and building on the success that you've heard in producing primary care physicians. It's just astounding that Ohio Dominican University has 95% of its students that graduate stay here in the state, and that we had 93% of our students this year from Ohio. Building on this great relationship, we hope to draw students from Ohio for Ohio, like President McDavis told us. Now, I wanted to also let you know that we've had a great success in our focus on primary care. We're currently ranked 11th in the nation for producing primary care physicians out of all MD and DO medical schools, 11th in the nation. Now, something else that I'm maybe even more particularly proud of is when they asked deans, directors of residency programs and others in medical education, when you think about family medicine, who do you think of? We were ranked 17th in the nation around family medicine, 17th in the nation around family medicine. And we hope to take that success even higher. So the real question is, why are we doing this? And you've heard about the healthcare crisis that we have in the nation. We need 45,000 new family physicians in the U.S. 45,000. That's just to get us to the place where we need to be today, not for the future. And that healthcare crisis is felt here in Ohio as well. 64% of the counties in Ohio are underserved for primary care physicians. 64%. I just can't believe it. And this program, we're hoping to address that dire need that we have for primary care physicians here in this state. Now, one of the things that I learned in working with Dr. Symbolic and his team is that Ohio Dominican University doesn't only have bright students, they have great students. And one of the characteristics that we're really looking for beyond smart students are those students with this altruistic nature. And what we've learned from working with them on this relationship and this program is that these are the kind of students that we want to attract, not only the best and the brightest, but those that want to give to something greater. And my team has found that those family physicians that are the best at the trade are those that have that altruistic nature, and it's something that we're hoping to build on in this relationship. We're also looking for those that will be the leaders of the healthcare team, and as healthcare evolves, the role of the physician is going to change with a greater emphasis on leadership. And the final thing is that we want people who are passionate about practicing in rural settings, but also in urban settings where the needs are highest. And finally, I'd like to deeply thank Dr. Symbolic and the leadership of Ohio Dominican and also the staff of OU who've worked so hard to make this relationship great and this program something that's going to have a significant impact on the state. So, Dr. Symbolic, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Well, now it is time to formalize the agreement